So, hello everybody. Welcome to Call Me Oz Live. It is Wednesday. Yes, I know you guys are used to seeing the really cool setup that Double L Media does because they're badass. But that's not going to happen tonight because, quite simply, I'm in El Paso and Double L Media is in Albuquerque, and we did not want to do a pre-recorded show because that would have been two pre-recorded shows in a row. As you guys know, last week we had to do a pre-recorded show with KJ Allen from Leo's in Mariscos because it was Halloween last Wednesday. So last Wednesday was a pre-recorded show with Alan. We did that on Tuesday night. Turned out pretty cool. But I didn't want to do another pre-recorded show for tonight because I had to come to El Paso on Monday. And I see Larry is watching. I hope you're happy, Larry, that, it has to look like this. It's not bad, but it's nothing compared to the way Double L Media sets up our Call Me Oz Live. Y'all know how it goes. I get to sit on one side and I get a special guest on the other side. Hi, James. How you doing, buddy? And we get to talk about all the crazy entertainment that's going on in Albuquerque. So tonight, the way this is going to work is, this is like the old days. Do you guys remember this before Double L Media decided to become the producer of Call Me Oz? And I would sit in front of my phone and I would show you around on the website, which I'm going to do. It's going to be like going back in the 50s, basically. But hey, the good news is I can still be live. So I am coming to you live tonight from El Paso, Texas, in my hotel room. And I'm going to tell you what I'm doing down here. So for those of you who know me or follow me, have known me for a while, you know that I also am involved in a chemical business out of Dallas. And about 2.5 years ago, I was offered a territory down south. And that territory included Tiercy, Hatch, Las Cruces, hi Angie, and El Paso, and the whole surrounding area, and Deming, and Alamogordo. And so what that did is that made me go out of town for basically 2 weeks out of the month. I don't know how I did it for karaoke season, but I did do it, and then I got through the fair, and then after that, it was like I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do Call Me Oz and at the same time be out of town 2 weeks out of the month doing the chemical stuff. So last January or February, actually March, I made a decision, and that decision was that I was going to give up the Southern Territory and just keep my accounts up north. And hey, what up, Sally? So I went ahead and kept my territory up north, which is Albuquerque, Gallup, Grants, Espanola, Santa Fe, that stuff. And the plan was to turn this territory over to somebody else. So the company found somebody that lived in Farmington. And, yeah, yes, you heard that right. The company found somebody that lived in Farmington to take care of El Paso. Now, let me ask you a question. Does that make a lot of frickin' sense to you? To me, it doesn't. But anyway, whatever. It's not my company, so whatever. So I trained this guy, and I came down to El Paso for an entire week, introduced him to everybody. Lo and behold, the dude lasted for 2 months. But it's a 6.5 hour drive from Farmington. Are you serious? So anyway, I kind of expected that to happen. So anyway, this guy quit the week before the New Mexico State Fair started. And I was supposed to have a 3-week vacation during the fair. So, of course, they called me to resume and take care of these people again. So I did over the phone, but I told them this time, seriously, find somebody who lives in El Paso. I mean, really? So anyway, this time they were smart enough, I guess, and they ate their Cheerios, and they decided to go ahead and find somebody to live in El Paso. So they did. And so that's why I'm in El Paso this week. I came down real early Monday morning. For those of you who know me, you know that like it's really hard for me to wake up early. Yes, Renee, it's a ride on the crazy train, let me tell you. Uh, so I got up really early Monday morning. I left Albuquerque like at 5 o'clock in the morning. I got down here, um, took the guy to go see, I don't know, 10 or 12 accounts on Monday in El Paso East. And then yesterday we were in El Paso East. Today we were in El Paso West this morning. And then we were in Deming all afternoon. And we left Deming at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm surprised that I was actually able to start at 6 o'clock tonight. And I started like at 6:02. Um, for those of you who haven't been to El Paso in a while, let me tell you, El Paso is huge. It's big. And uh, the traffic was unbelievable today. But somehow or another, I made it and I got into my hotel room. So I'm coming to you live from El Paso at my hotel room, and that's where I am. And I have 2 more days here in El Paso to train this guy. Tomorrow, we go to Las Cruces, and we're in Las Cruces all day. And then I come back to El Paso, and then on Friday, fortunately, I leave, and he follows me up to Hatch and then TRC, and then he comes back to El Paso, and I get to go home. Yay for me. Home sweet home. I'm ready for that. Yes, big time. So, anyway, so that explains why I'm in El Paso this week. However, there is another reason if I'm going to come down to El Paso somehow or another, I got to mix karaoke into it, right? So anyway, me and KJ Frankie, who is just the baddest freaking KJ here in El Paso. Like, this dude is over the top chains. I mean, he's a KJ DJ mix. I don't know how to explain that, but like, he does wicked shit when you're singing, and he has like the most incredible fog machines and the most incredible trusses, and like his laser lights are not these little things like this big. They're like this big. Like, they're the kind you see at concerts, kind of a thing. And his fog machines can literally shoot fog 25 feet in the air with LED lights coming out of them. So, like, the fog can be yellow and blue. And this is just for karaoke, if you can imagine that. Yeah. So, anyway, so I had to have some chit-chats with Mr. Frankie. And what we're doing right now is we are in the process of trying to put together a karaoke competition here in El Paso that is about the equivalency of the New Mexico State Fair year number 1 that we did it. I'm just going to go ahead and let the cat out of the bag, and then you all can send your good vibes and your prayers to make sure that this happens. So the plan is he has 7 venues right now. He does about 15 shows a week. He's pretty badass. Yeah, Larry, I can believe it. Believe me, he has 6 of them, dude. He's bad. So anyways, so he's got 7 venues. I believe he has 10 or 15 shows a week. I mean, he's pretty big. He has 3 KJs, and they're all badass just like him. And so our game plan would be to do something very similar to what we do in Albuquerque, where we hold a one-night edition at each one of those venues, and then we will pick a certain number. Our plan is to send them over to Sunland Park Casino, and they have a big showroom there, and that is where we would hold the showcase, and then the semifinals, and then the finals. And so that's the game plan. They see what we do in Albuquerque. They watch us all on Facebook. They watch all the live. They watch all the stuff. And they're just like, man, we need this in El Paso. And they do. They really do. They have the potential for it. And I think it can be done. So anyways, so that's kind of the secondary of why I'm coming to El Paso and getting everything put together so that we can do that as well. I think it's kind of cool. We had a vision for Call Me Oz in the South a long time ago, and we do have a page on the website for Call Me Oz in the South, and this is sort of the launch out to that, so that we can definitely focus on and promote a lot of karaoke down in El Paso as well. And of course, all the nice little towns in between, like Cruces, Tiercy, Socorro, right on up into Albuquerque. So anyways, there you go. Now you're all updated. You know why I'm here. You know why I'm not in Albuquerque. And you know what's going on, right? So I'll be back Friday afternoon. I seriously doubt that I'm going to have energy to go anywhere except home. So that's probably what I'm going to plan on doing. So the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of go over where I was last week. So what was last week? Was it Halloween? I'm trying to remember. God, that's bad. Bad. I can't even freaking remember what last week is. Yes, last week was Halloween. So Wednesday night, my plan was to go trick-or-treating with the granddaughters. But I had a lot of work to get done. And also, I thought it was going to rain in Albuquerque, and I thought it was going to be cold. And for those of you who know me, you know how much I hate the cold. And I really hate rain. Or I hate being outside in the rain. Like, I don't mind the rain, I just don't like. Thank you, Renee, for reminding me what last week was. I really appreciate that. Like, so for those of you who don't know, Renee is my admin. And, so she knows pretty well what's going on in the world of Call Me Oz. Like, she knows everything that's going on that you don't know. And she knows how much stuff is on my mind 24/7. So thank you for reminding me that last week was Halloween. Yes, I totally spaced that out. Yeah. So anyway, so here's where I was last week. So Thursday night, I did go out. The game plan, I'm going to tell you what the game plan was, and then I'm going to tell you the way it played out. So the game plan was to go to Twist from 8 to 9. That is hosted by DJ Ash, which, by the way, was the first time I met DJ Ash, and DJ Ash is badass. Like, she is like a mini DJ Drastic. I swear she is like totally DJ Drastic, all wrapped up into one. Like, it almost seems like if they took a mold of Drastic and they took, I don't know, some kind of filling or something and put it all together and then created DJ Ash. So, for those of you who have never met DJ Ash, go to Twist, downtown. Used to be the Chamacos behind Posh nightclub. Really cool place. Like, totally cool. Totally nice setup. I mean, the setup is over the top. And Ash is really awesome. Like, I can't wait to see Ash again. So, anyhow. Yes, Renee, busy around the clock. Yes. Like, Renee knows that just because I'm awake for 16 to 22 hours moving forward, it doesn't mean that I stop. Like, I go to sleep and I still think. That's why I have to take drugs. So anyways, and they're legal drugs, just so you know, don't get any freaking ideas. So anyhow, so the game plan was to go to Twist from 8 to 9, and then go to Back Alley Draft House from 9:30 to 10:30, and then go to Zulo's from 11 to 12. But gonna tell you what happened, and this is actually why I personally go to the venues to confirm times, dates, KJs, all that stuff, because half the time, if you call a venue, they don't even know, right? So that's why Call Me Oz is here. Call Me Oz is here to do all the legwork for you, so that all you have to do is get in your vehiculum and go drive to the venue and go have fun. So anyhow, so here's the way Thursday night, the day after Halloween, actually worked out. We get downtown, and we go to Twist at 8 o'clock. Turns out Twist doesn't start till 9 o'clock. Okay, no big deal. I know for a fact that Back Alley Draft House starts at 8 o'clock. No big deal. Let's go to Back Alley Draft House, come back to Twist, and then go to Zulo's, right? Easy enough. So we walk all the way to Back Alley Draft House, and guess what? They're freaking closed. And I don't know why. I know that they had a whole bunch of construction that's been going on for eons down there. I don't know. There was a big sign on the door that said, sorry, we're closed tonight, no karaoke, blah, 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 right? So I'm like, excuse my French, but anyway. So I just decided, well, fine, let's go back to Twist. We'll wait till they start, okay? Because Zulo's, hard to say what time they're going to start. So anyway, so we go back to Twist, and it was cool because I actually got to have a great conversation with the owner, Renato, and his husband Michael, and we actually did some business. And that is why Sidewinders is now on board, and we're promoting this competition for Sidewinders on December 5th. Okay, going to talk about that more just a little bit later, so stay tuned. But, so we hung out at Twist. It was awesome. And Ash started the karaoke at 9 o'clock. And like I said, she rocks. Like, she totally rocks. And good job, Drastic, on finding such an amazing KJ. Seriously. Like, yeah, she's badass. I'll tell you that again. She's awesome. So anyway, so we stayed at Twist until 10:30. Then we went over to Zulo's. They were pretty quiet. They were pretty slow. But it was still fun. We have DJ Beare over there from Drastic Entertainment, in case you didn't know that. So Drastic has 2 shows downtown on a Thursday. Yeah, so we hung out there till midnight, something like that. Enjoyed a few beers. Enjoyed some great company. There were some cool people there. Had some amazing green chili cheese fries. So it was epic. So that was my Thursday. Then I didn't go anywhere Friday night. Saturday night is date night for those of you who know me. Actually, Friday night was my night with my granddaughters. But unfortunately, I only got to have 2 of them. We had a family emergency happen down in Roswell, so I want to thank everybody for their prayers. I put up a post that I needed prayers and good vibes, and thank you all for the love. That was amazing. I couldn't believe how many people responded to that, and just thank you for that. But anyway, so my daughter and one of my granddaughters had to go to Roswell Friday night, so I only had 2 of my granddaughters, but it was fun. We did the movie thing, but of course they had to have karaoke first, so that was cool. So they did karaoke. We watched a movie. We had a good time. It was a nice night. And then yeah, Sunday was a Sunday, and then Monday, like I said, I headed on down to El Paso. That's where I am now. But last night I got to go see KJ Frankie at one of his venues at the Briar Patch. Really epic bar. Like, it's a really cool bar. I don't know how to explain it, but if you're ever in El Paso on a Tuesday night, look up the Briar Patch. Karaoke starts at 10 o'clock. KJ Frankie. You can't go wrong. If you saw the live videos, you know what I mean. It's a great place. It's a lot of fun. So that's where I've been. Today is Wednesday. Here I am. Call Me Oz Live on my phone, unfortunately. So remember, tune in next Wednesday, 6 p.m. We will be back in the studios of Double L Media, Badass Shows, and my special guest is KJ Camel. And yeah, Camel has been a major Call Me Oz supporter for a really, really long time. And KJ Camo has really been working hard to get things back in line. So at this point, you can find him at the Soch on Thursday nights. You can find his sidekick, Tisha, one of my favorite KBs forever. Hola, Amos. ¿Cómo está, señor? Yes, I'm in El Paso. I've got to talk that way. No, I'm just kidding. They don't all talk like that down here, okay? Anyways, so what was I saying? Camo. So Camo does fiestas on Saturday nights with Leticia, and then he just started last night at the Downs. Yep, the 777 Lounge, or not the 777 Lounge, I'm sorry, getting the casinos mixed up. Anyway, at the Turn something Lounge, I don't know, I wish Bridget was watching, or Bailey, William Bailey was watching, because they both know. First Turn Lounge, that's what it's called, First Turn Lounge at the Downs. So you can now find DJ Seth, who works for Camo, on Tuesday nights at the Downs, and then you can find Camo himself on Wednesday nights at the Downs. So good job, guys. Glad you got it. That place really needed some help. and I'm so glad you guys stepped into the picture and took over it. Good job. So anyhow, that's what's going on. So next Wednesday, 6 p.m., Call Me Oz Live, as usual, from Double L Media Studios. And KJ Camo will be my guest. We'll try and pick his brain for a little more information. We will do the call-ins at that time, so you guys can go ahead and call in at that time. Unfortunately, I'm not set up, so you can't call me right now. Well, I guess you can call me, but I probably wouldn't answer the phone. I would probably just let you go to voicemail. Yeah, so anyhow, so here's where I'm going to be the next week. I've got a busy week coming up. So I come back from El Paso Friday. You won't see me Saturday. On Sunday, I will be at the one and only Kilt Check with the only one and only crazy and wild Mr. Toby Riffick, right? So, for those of you who don't know about Kilt Check, so I will be there from 5 to 6. They do karaoke every Sunday from 3 to 7. Family friendly, great venue. Have board games for the kids. They have darts that you can throw at the karaoke singers. No, just kidding. They don't. They have a dartboard behind the singers, but they don't. Yeah, never mind. Don't throw darts at the singers. Seriously. But anyway, yeah, I'll be at Kill Check with Toby Riffick from 5 to 6. Then, on Tuesday, I am really, really looking forward to this. So a couple weeks ago, well, it's been about a month ago, I get this Facebook message from Anthony Montius. And he's like, hey, me and my team are passing through Albuquerque on Tuesday, November 13th on our way to Vegas. And we want to stop in and see all this badass karaoke going on in Albuquerque. So we contacted you. I'm like, okay, I can do that for you. So after a little discussion with him, finding out a little more information from him, the reason that he's passing through Albuquerque is because him and his team are finalists in the Karaoke World Tour competition, which is a worldwide tour, and you submitted your stuff online, and now it's the finals are in Las Vegas on Wednesday, November 14th. So they're driving to Albuquerque on the 13th out of Arkansas. They're stopping here. Okay, now get this. You can go to Facebook under Facebook events, and you can find this event to get all the details to make sure that you can be part of it. Howdy, Lenore. We're going to start our night next Tuesday at Red Velvet Underground at 6 p.m. Why? Because they have the best pizzas in the freaking world, okay? And I know this because I kind of helped her a little bit with these. So they're a New York style pizza, and the Ozinator pizza is carne adobada with sour cream on the side, and the crust is stuffed with ricotta cheese. I promise you, it is the most amazing pizza in the world. They're not cheap, but they're high quality. They're $18 a piece. Actually, that's not that bad when you really think about it and compare pizzas. So, anyways, miss you too, Lenore. So why don't you get off your couch and like go to these places I'm gonna be? You know, like go to Kilt Check on Sunday. See you there. Sing you there. So, anyways, the Ozinator pizza carne adobada is $18. It would feed. I would say you could feed 3 people on it comfortably, though. Like seriously, because like I can eat about a little under half of one. So that means, yeah, it feeds 3 people. So really, if you split one of these between 3 people, that's not bad. That's like $6 a piece, right? So anyways, back to what I was talking about. So the team coming out of Arkansas, 6 o'clock, Red Velvet Underground, from 6 to 7, we will be there to watch the comedy show. At 7 o'clock, Karaoke Joe will kick off karaoke. We will be there till 8 o'clock. Going to Downs tonight to do karaoke. Sweet! Nice, Lenore. Grab your whole group and take them down there, man. He will be Camo will be so happy to see you and the entire group. And yep, see, even Renee is confirming that that pizza is amazing. So go to Red Velvet, get one of these pizzas. Seriously, it will blow your mind. So anyhow, so we're going to do pizza and then karaoke with Karaoke Joe till 8 o'clock. And then we're all headed down to Tractor Brewery Wells Park with KJ McLean from Kamikaze Karaoke. And we're going to do Tractor Brewery from 8:30 to 9:30. And then we're going to head on up to Sidewinders with DJ Drastic. And we're going to be there from 10 to 11. And then we're going to jump in the cars and we're going to head over to Billiard Palace with the one and only Candy DeVille of Apocalypse Karaoke. We'll be there from 11:30 till probably 12:30, 1 o'clock. Me and Disco Nanny are the designated drivers. So we're just there to make sure that this team coming into Albuquerque gets to have a lot of fun, doesn't have to worry about driving, making sure we get them to their places and have a good time. I'm really hoping that everybody comes out and shows them a nice big New Mexico welcome. He follows us on Facebook. He follows us on the website. So he sees a lot of these names and he sees a lot of these videos of all the different singers. So he's really hoping that he gets to meet everybody in person. So please plan on coming out Tuesday. There's 4 different venues we're going to be at. So whichever one is conveniently located in your neighborhood, go. Hopefully we get to see you. Like I said, it will be a great, great time. And then the following night on Wednesday the 14th, I will tell you this too. I have a really important meeting Wednesday the 14th at 1:30 in the afternoon with the New Mexico State Fair to be talking about how we're going to do 2019. Can you believe it's already time to start preparing 2019? But I wish I could, Lenore, but I'm actually in El Paso tonight, so you guys can fill in for me. But anyways, so I've got a meeting with the State Fair. We're thinking of some really cool ideas that we're going to throw on the table at them, and we're going to see if they like them. And if they do, then if you thought 2018 at the New Mexico State Fair was the best year ever, I think you might be needing to get ready for 2019 because, yeah, we've got some serious ideas. And so hopefully they say yay and we're able to move forward on this. So, Wednesday the 14th, that evening at 6 o'clock, I go live from Double L Media with KJ Camo. As soon as I'm done, I've got to haul ass down to Leo's Nightclub with KJ Allen. And then I've got to go over to the Sandbar with Famous Amos, unless Lenore is doing it. And then at 10 o'clock, I will head down to Los Lunas to the Camino Real Winery and Tap Room with Danielson. And then from 11:30 to 12:30, you can find me at the Lucky 7 Saloon at Isleta Casino with DJ Drastic. So there you go. That's my week for the next week, I guess. I don't know. I think that's what it is. Feels weird not having a guest, to be honest with you. Like, yeah, it's really weird. So let me tell you about the events coming up. I already told you about the special visit from Anthony coming in on the 13th. Really looking forward to that. Here's the big one. For those of you who have not heard yet, let me just tell you, it is Saturday, November 17th, starting at 4 p.m. It is the annual Call Me Oz birthday bash. Okay. This birthday bash over the years has always been very successful. As you know, we don't just do karaoke. So we do have karaoke going from 4 to 10 o'clock, and that'll be with Karaoke Joe. But we have a bunch of entertainment that's going to be kicking in the middle of that. So at 4:45, we have magician Raul Lorenzani performing for about 15 minutes. At 5:45, we have acoustic guitarist. She is amazing. Jacqueline Morfin. Most of us know her as Jackie in the karaoke community. And then at 6:45, we will be doing cake cutting. The cakes will be made by Beare Sweets, which is my daughter Brittany and Dory, the owner of Red Velvet. And then at 7:45, we have comedian Steve Costa. Steve Costa, gonna hit the stage till 8 o'clock with some comedy. If you've never seen Steve, you're missing a pretty good show. He's a pretty funny guy. Yeah. And I want to thank Nicolina for putting this together for me. Then at 8:45, we have Annie O'Rourke, who's going to do a couple of burlesque dances for us. They will be risque, so we're rating it rated R at that point. So she's going to do 2 performances, and then after she's done, we continue karaoke. Then at 9:45, we have comedy with Mary Bird. So it's going to be epic. And then at 10 o'clock, we have Chris Raven and the Velvetones hitting the stage, live band, until midnight. So this is a full jam-packed night at Red Velvet Underground. This is Saturday, November 17th, starting at 4 p.m., goes till midnight. It is family friendly. No restrictions, just anybody can come in. It is completely free, no cover charges, no nothing. We want you there. We want to see your face. Even if you can only pop in for 10, 15 minutes and just say happy birthday, that would mean a lot to us. Like I said, 4 to midnight. The karaoke is from 4 to 10. It is family friendly. Now, we will say this. It is rated G until 7:45 when the first comedian comes on stage. At that point, we're rating it PG until the burlesque dancer comes on at 8:45, and then we're rating it R for the rest of the night. So, if that gives you any idea, feel free, bring your family. Before then, have a great time. The Ozinator pizza will be available, but even better than that, Dory is going to run her cheese pizzas on special for $10 that night. You can't beat that. Like I'm telling you, man, we're trying to do everything we can to make it affordable to everybody to come in. And like I said, you can get a pizza for $10. It feeds 3 people easily. You can add whatever toppings you want to it. Like I said, we're trying to make it so everybody can come in. Now, there is one other twist to the Call Me Oz birthday bash this year that we've never done before. This is actually tied into my personal birthday as well. My personal birthday is the next day on Sunday the 18th. However, I'm reserving that day for my family. So we're celebrating Call Me Oz birthday and my personal birthday, both on the same night. And for my birthday, I would like to see a $1,000 donation go to the New Mexico Dream Center, which is who we've partnered with for a charitable organization. So we actually already have it set up under events that you can donate through GoFundMe. And like I said, we're trying to raise $1,000. I went to the drop-in center a couple of weeks ago to see how much progress they've made. And I'm telling you, this is a perfect cause for our homeless youths that are on the street. We have about 5,000 youths, under 18-year-olds, living on the streets in Albuquerque. And I'm going to tell you something that I just kind of found out recently about all of this. I kind of knew this, but it was really confirmed. About 90% of the youth that are homeless in Albuquerque right now, or anywhere in the country actually, are not on the streets because they're bad kids and they got kicked out of their home. Most of them flee to the streets because the streets are actually safer than being at home. A lot of them run from drug-addicted parents, drug-addicted uncles and aunts and moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas that are addicted to drugs or alcohol, and they abuse the kids. And so in a lot of these cases, these kids have no other choice but to run, and they run away to the streets. And then usually what happens in the streets is they meet some really nice guy, and this really nice guy takes them into a hotel, cleans them all up, buys them clothes, kind of acts like their boyfriend and everything, but before they know it, this guy is now their pimp. And I'm talking frank to you guys. I'm not sugarcoating this crap because it's real and we need to wake up. And that is how they end up becoming trafficked as for lack of a better term, prostitutes. And it's really sad to think that a 13 or a 14-year-old has to live that way. And it doesn't just happen to the girls, it happens to the boys too. So I am very anti child abuse. Like, I can't stand it. So that's why we've partnered with this organization. I went to the drop-in center to check it out. It's really cool. It's a huge building. They have like a living room. So the kids can go in there to get off the streets for the night or for some time. They can take a shower. They can get cleaned up. They can watch some TV, maybe watch a movie, play some board games with other people. They have a computer center so that they can start looking for jobs. And they have a clothing store in there. So these kids can go into the store and get fresh clothes. And they have a shoe store. They can get fresh shoes. They even can get backpacks, and they can get food. So like I say, the New Mexico Dream Center is amazing. And it would really be awesome if us as a community could raise $1,000 for them for my birthday and give it to them. And I'm not going to say that the money comes from me. I'm going to say that the money comes from the community of Call Me Oz. So if you guys can donate $5, if you guys can donate $1 or $10, whatever you can donate, it's great. I'm so grateful. We already have one guy to donate $50, so great start on that with Martin. Like I said, go to events on Facebook. You'll find it right there that I'm donating this for November 18th, I believe is the date on that. So anyway, that's the whole Call Me Oz birthday bash, the whole donation to that. And then the following Saturday, Call Me Oz is promoting another event called the Black Saturday Business Ball. The Black Saturday Business Ball is a network of businesses coming together and hosting an event so that they can meet each other and we can all work with each other. If you become part of this organization, you get discounts from other members of businesses. So if you own a business, this is the place for you to go. You can get hooked up for free. Contact me. I'll tell you how to do it. The night of the event, it will run from 6 to midnight. We have all kinds of stuff going on. We have comedy acts. We have magic acts. We're going to have special singers and musicians and stuff. And there's going to be an open cash bar, but I can get a hold of me. I can tell you how to get a free drink. I can tell you how to get free appetizers all night and free entertainment all night, but you have to contact me to find out. The KJ, the DJ that night will be McLean from Kamikaze Karaoke, and he will be hosting it, and there will be karaoke from 11 to midnight to end the night. Call Me Oz is donating a $200 advertising package to give away as a door prize, and all the other venues will be doing the same. Now, right after that, like 10 days later, on Wednesday, December 5th, we're helping Sidewinders with a competition called the Second Annual Venus Awards. And in this competition, you can win $75, $50, or $25. And up to 30 people can sign up. You can sign up online at callmeoz.net. All you have to do is click on the button that says, I believe it says this. I'm going to show it to you really quick. Hold on. Hold on. Yes, hold on. Hold on. Okay, right. Well, let me see. I'm going to have to turn you around. So, like I said, if I was in Double L Media Studios, it would be really cool. So right here, you see this button? You can click on that, and it will take you to this registration form. And on this registration form, you just fill it out. It's very basic information. And you go down here and you submit it, and you're all set. So that's how simple that is. So thank you for bearing with me. Like I said, if I was in the studios, this would have all been included, right? So that's what this is. It's pretty awesome. Whoever wins also gets to become part of this. We lost sound? Lenore says we lost sound, but I'm not seeing any reason why we would have lost sound. So anyhow, there you go. That's going to be those guys for Sidewinders. Kind of distracted me with that whole situation. That is December 5th. Sign up online. And then, unfortunately, we had to cancel an event, and that's the Twinkle Light Parade. My bad. I missed the deadline. They moved the deadline up from the last time we did it. So, anyhow, okay, Renee can still hear me, so maybe it's you, Lenore. Anyway, so we had to cancel out of the Twinkle Light Parade. It happens. But I did want to remind you that Red Velvet Underground does entertainment 7 nights a week. Karaoke, comedy, live music, food, fun, all that good stuff. Call Me Oz is live every Wednesday at 6 p.m. unless there's a special situation that we have to do. And that's what we have to do. It is what it is, right? That's pretty much it for this week, guys. I don't really have much else to cover. Like I said, I'll be back in Albuquerque Friday night. So I will sing you all at Kilt Check on Sunday. I hope you're there because I miss y'all and I love singing with y'all. Y'all are so cool. Yes, I'm picking up the phone because I'm going to sign off in just a minute. Hasta! See you later from El Paso, Texas.